So, part 3. I've just been downstairs and make myself a cup of coffee, and I brought some sweets, which will have not only the role of keeping me happy, but you will see what you can do with the wrapper. Actually, these are really very nice and thin wrappers, and we are going to use it in a second. It will be part of our collective memory of our day to day. So, what am I doing? Getting a little, tiny little bit, adding a bit of glue, gluing it down. There you are, it's here. And I'm going to keep it for further usage. I'm actually working on a Buddha, and this will really look lovely, I think, as, I don't know, final layer, in between layer, whatever, something. In the background, maybe you will hear from sometimes a word or two. It's a Russian TV series, a soap opera, whatever. So I usually have things in the background all the time. There you are. These are some of my brushes, some of them. Let's see what am I going to choose now. So I love having something in the background, whether it is music, opera, TV series, documentaries, you name it, I like it. So I squeezed a few colors. Again, there's nothing planned. And what I am doing is just I'm acting randomly. I'm applying paint wherever my hand takes me. I might not want to cover everything at all, but just here and there. When I'm doing some of my, when I have a lot of time, and I just want to forget about the world, I really make sure that I have about 7-8 layers. Why? Because I like it, but also because it is a fantastic practice. I used to say this quite a lot to the groups of semi-professional artists, where sometimes I was invited to do some demonstrations or to have classes with them. I used to tell them that if you want to create a masterpiece, as many want it, you need to practice. And you need to do things just for the sake of doing, because like this one, for example, you would say that why are you doing all of these layers? Because nobody is going to see them anyway behind. It's because you are training your mind, you're training your eyes, your ears, yeah, right, ears. And this is going to help you choose your colors in an intuitive way without necessarily thinking. This is an absolutely perfect practice for the ones who acknowledge that they are perfectionists, because many don't realize, and who really want to practice and train ways to let go, to become looser in their paintings. So I used to tell them, just start layering your paintings. Forget about deciding what you want to paint from the very first layer. Just get down a layer or two without any expectation. It took me a while to realize that actually this is harder said than done. But without a practice, you'll never do it, will you? So you need to start somewhere. Just start somewhere. So there you are. Let's add more paint. Let's do a bit of a few marks. So as I said, this is going to be a very simple layering, but many times I use skewers as well to create the layers within layers. Sometimes I use various sponges as well. Clearance at John Lewis and Partners is now on. So yeah, they all create interest, don't they? That's what it's all about, creating interest. Let's get going with a bit of blue. I like this teal blue, really one of my favorites. And the paints I'm using here are acrylics, all of them are acrylics. And they are, the majority are from, it's a brand called Amsterdam. I like them because they have strong colors, something that it's pretty hard to find. I usually need to order them online because you don't find it in your regular shops. As you can see now, I'm working with directly a paint with my finger. I like getting my hands dirty. It's really lovely. It makes you feel a deeper connection with your piece. And no, don't be afraid. And not that toxic. You're not going to spend hours with the paint on your hand. You're going to go very fast and wash it from your hand. Where should I go next? What should I put? Let's get to this. A little bit of, oh, that's another color I love. Look at this contrast. Look at that. Really, actually, it works for me. And I'm just reminding you that this is just an in-between layer. There's nothing more than an in-between layer, but it adds, what does it do? It adds texture. It really does. And this is why paintings become more alive. They are more multidimensional through layering. And acrylics, and of course inks and oil pastels and so on, they create this, they give you this wonderful feeling of depth. But today we're not going to use anything other than the acrylics. That's all. Let's do a few squiggles. I like doing squiggles and so on. Again, you don't need to think. The more you think, the less likely you are to do anything. That is my belief. And as I said, some of these bits might be shown in the last layer, some not at all. Right, we have an in-between layer. Layer number 3. Shall we add a little bit more? Let's put some green as well. This is sort of an olive green. I quite like it. What you'll also learn, how nice or so pleasing for the eyes are some colors together. But again, you will do it because of your own practice and not because you spend 20 minutes thinking, oh dear, which one looks good, or you have a color wheel in your hand and you start looking at that. No, just train your mind and train your soul to take decisions from inside, from a pure intuitive side. There you are. I think I'm done. Oh gosh, oh boy, there you are. That's my coffee, and look at that, it has paint all over. I need to really clean it because I want my coffee. Right, so there it is. That's another layer, acrylic paint, and only. Bye for now. I'll let it dry and I'll come back.